Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the stormy seas of the CV rework in World of Warships, and yep, wargaming is shaking up the skies again, and this time, I think it's pretty big. The rework introduces 3 new modes for aircraft: travel, attack, recon, each with its own advantages and trade-offs, from game-changing mechanics to some controversial new systems. Let's break it down, what's good, what's not, and how the community is reacting today. I'm going to highlight 3 major positives and 3 major drawbacks of the rework. So one of the first positives I want to talk about is destroyers are not easily spotted anymore. One of the most impactful changes to CV work is the new spotting mechanics for destroyers, which traditionally have been, the bane of CVs, now benefit from a major change. In the past, CVs would spot destroyers with ease, even when they were lurking in smoke or hiding in the shadows. However, now, destroyers are not as easily spotted by aircraft. This gives them more freedom to operate in stealth without the constant threat of being exposed by the enemy planes. A welcome buff to DDs who have felt exposed, pretty much for the entire game since the original CV rework. Next up, travel mode, game changer for CV gameplay. In this mode, aircraft take, no damage from anti-aircraft fire. This adds an important layer of the strategy for CV players, allowing them to reposition safely and reorientate their planes without constantly having to dodge enemy AA fire. It also makes a long-distance travel much more viable, enabling carriers to move their planes strategically across the map without the constant threat of losing aircraft in mid-flight. Also, planes now travel faster in this mode. And then there's the attack mode. I love this one. This mode lets aircraft get much closer to the targets, ensuring that more of their squadrons can make successful attacks. In the past, pilots had to make longer runs, often missing their targets, or take heavy losses before reaching the enemy ships. Now, with closer engagement ranges, the changes of the successful strike are greatly increased. CV players can push for more aggressive attacks while still being able to land those devastating hits. That part kind of sucks the most in my opinion. Now, the 3 bad changes. I'm calling this the controversial bits. While travel mode does provide immunity to anti-aircraft fire, it also feels a bit passive. There's a lot of downtime as players simply move their planes from one spot to another without engaging in direct combat. Some players argue, and I've seen this so far, that it reduces the excitement and intensity of carrier play, making CVs feel less involved in the action. It may cater to strategic maneuvering, but it also can feel like a slow-paced experience for players who enjoy the heat of the battle. Let's be real, no damage in travel mode? That's wild to me. Planes flying through a heavy AA zone with 0 risk feels absolutely broken to me. It's a free pass, across the map that punishes positioning way less than it should. Recon mode offers a few seconds of intense spotting power, but the downside is limited duration. While CVs can dip down to spot enemy ships, they also risk taking anti-aircraft damage during those few precious seconds. Since they just came in a travel mode, they sometimes don't know who's below them. It could be a huge AA zone or bubble. This may leave players feeling like it's too risky to use recon mode, especially when up against the heavy AA zone or bubbles. What's more, the short-term time frame makes it difficult to fully leverage the potential of this mode. However, you can dip down for a few seconds to spot ships and take almost no AA damage while doing it. That's a serious problem. It gives CVs near invulnerability while still providing key intel. Some players are already calling this the stealth radar from the sky. Attack runs can now begin closer to the targets, resulting in more strikes landing, more alpha damage going through, and fewer planes being shot down. This heavily favors CVs and removes much of the skill-based counterplay available for surface ships. Additionally, once the attack is complete, the planes return to travel mode. They appear to take 0 damage. Given how slow ships are compared to planes, it's very easy to reposition quickly and stay close to the target in travel mode without taking any damage to your squadron. Now, let's talk about the elephant on the seas. How is the World of Warships community reacting? Well, CV mains are mixed. Some love the added depth. Others think the travel mode makes the gameplay feel too safe and disconnected from the rest of the match. I've also found that destroyer players are cautiously, optimistic. Less spotting is a big win, but they're already worried recon mode will be abused. Cruisers and battleship players, I'm sure, feel like their AA builds don't matter anymore. If planes can scout and strike without meaningful risk, why spec AA at all? In being honest, forums are already buzzing, Reddit is in full debate mode, and we're seeing early test footage stir up tons of discussion. So my final thoughts, this rework is ambitious, and while it fixes some long-standing frustrations, it risks creating a whole set of new ones. The core idea of mode switching is smart, but the invulnerability mechanics need some serious tuning. If Wargaming wants this to land well, they'll have to listen closely to feedback during the testing phase and after it goes live. But as always, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the rework. I know a lot of CCs are getting upset. A lot of people get upset. I've had CCs outright say they're going to create new content and kind of leave the World of Warships behind. But let me know. It's important to me. But as always, take care, stay safe. I wish you the best, and, well, bye for now.